Junior was like any other teen with some differences. One of the differences was that he was Native American. Junior lived on an Indian reservation in which 1 million miles north of Importance and 2 billion miles west of Happy. The reason he said this was because how the whites treated the natives due to the treatment they lived on the res. During this story, we had to keep in mind some essential questions. One being, how can people both individually and collectively break out of the box? Junior shows this when he was tired of being just your average Native American and said he wanted to pursue something greater. His way of doing that was transferring to a new school where more opportunities were available. He went out of his comfort zone and defied the logic of what many Native Americans thought, for example, when most believed that once you live on the reservation, you stay there. I connect with Junior and how he feels when he left this comfort zone, being that I was from Southern California. There's a high influence that if you want to survive, you must walk, talk, and act a certain way, that being a gangster. I followed that for a while because that's what my family and my peers did, but I decided that I could better myself if I don't follow the path of violence and gang life.
Another essential question that we discuss is what is freedom, what are rights, and what are human rights. Human rights is defined as a right that is believed to belong to justifiably to every person. Junior tells us about some of his rights when taken away when our white dentists believed that Indians only felt half as much pain as white people did, so he only gave us half the Novocaine. Not only did a dentist, but more so even his right of safety when people beat him because he was quote-unquote retarded. Because of my age, my ideas were turned down by engineers for an environmental project that involved clean energy. Then one engineer took a close look at my concept and said it might work. It took one person that was like all the other engineers to convince them that I could do things that they thought I can't do. The last question that we went over was, how do cultural and political systems create inequality? Junior was being seen as a lower human when Mr. Dodge denied the intelligence of him when he corrected him in class about petrified wood. Actually being made of minerals, not actual wood, because whites had a strong belief that they were superior to Native Americans. Back then, I wanted to be like everyone else, but I can't because of my race. So instead of being like everyone else, I decided to fuse my two lives together, Asian and American. Something Asian I would do is eating with a big group of family and friends and enjoying their company. Something American would be watching football or any other sports. Instead of hiding my true self from everyone and acting like an American to fit in, I chose to be myself, which made others more accepting.